Yo, what's good? What's good, people? Welcome back to the Magma Minds podcast. It's your boy, Fonda Villain. To my left, we got the one and only Toast. What's up, man?
Hey everyone, it's me, Lack. Grateful to be here. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for hanging out with us again. And if you're new, we hope you stay.
We hope you stay. We hope you stay. Stay and tell all your friends. Don't forget, that's the part. You gotta bring the crew with you. If you found something new and you're liking it, why would you not want to share it with the squad?
Share the love.
Share the love with the squad, man. That's where it's at. But what were you? I was about to get into. What were you telling me earlier? I can't remember if it was about the car when you had just pulled up, or you were saying that you just got the car back, and I was like, bro,
oh yeah,
let's hope it's not in the shop tomorrow.
Because
give him a little background with what's been happening with the whip, bro.
Yeah. So my car just been like in and out of the shop, just like from like shit that they already had fixed, but they didn't assemble something correctly, or they didn't put something back correctly. Long story short, like just every other week I'm without my car. So finally actually got it back, hopefully for a good while now. It's a brand new fucking car. It shouldn't be
y'all need to. We probably throw a picture of that. Y'all need to see Genesis blacked out windows, rims, accents.
Yeah, but
dang.
Hopefully it's for good.
Yeah,
this time.
hopefully
this man said, yeah. Hopefully, this man threw some shade at me.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, what you mean?
Yeah, let's hope it's not going back over to the shop
because
tomorrow.
I don't know what
Crazy.
that has to do something with the shop, bro. I don't know what they're doing over there. Is it the same guy you been taking it to?
No,
is it like the actual
different
factory
or at the beginning it was like a factory, but so in Oklahoma we have a lot of hail, and during last hail season, you know, like my car got damaged, and I waited until like October to fix it, just because I wanted the season to fully pass.
Yeah,
just like because getting your car fixed, paying the deductible, and then bringing it back like in a few months you feel goofy. So, but yeah. Anyways,
okay, fair enough. Nah, man, hey. It's not even like it's a hoopty. That's a nice whip, saying. My guy.
It used to be that the hoopty never failed me though. When I had
the hoop, that's the thing. The hoopties never fail you.
Fail me.
The hoopties will never fail you. Like they will always keep you going. All you got to do is you just got to tap it, rub it up, give it some love, and then it gets you going.
Mm-hmm.
Point
everything's out of alignment, but it drove. Like you never care about it. Like sometimes I don't even lock the car, bro. I'm like, if they find something valuable in the car, let me know, cause like
because of shit.
Yeah, but
nah, I feel you,
days, man.
What was your hoopty?
It was a 97, 98, or 99 like Camry. Like y'all seen it like on the streets, like a gold, like the OG gold color.
The little tannish old people color.
Yeah, bro. Like honestly, driving around that shit, I was low-key embarrassed sometimes, bro.
I know the Camry standard.
I know, like you know, like.
Yeah.
At the time, the mentality was like,
you gotta be out.
I had to. I didn't like. I had money, but I'm just saving it so much. I didn't want to just like buy a car just to be
something new for no reason.
Right. So, anytime I go somewhere, I would literally park in the way back.
Man parks all the way at the end of the parking lot.
Getting out of the hoopty, bro. Yeah, I would park all the way back. But now that I have a new car,
yeah.
I still park in the back
because you don't want nobody.
Yeah, bro.
You don't want nobody to fucking dent that paint.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, our hoopty was the Nissan Versa. At least you had a Camry, bro. The Versa, you know, a Nissan Versa, the smallest Nissan you could probably see on the road. Yeah. Yes, and it wasn't even like
a little bit bigger than the smart car,
bro. Little bit big, like smart car that they just split another one and added it to the back. Like, bro, the back seats were small. The only thing is, I have to find a picture. The only thing is like. We were stoked because it came and it had like the rims. It had like these black and silver rims, bro. We were excited. Yeah. We were so excited, man. But that was our little hoopty, smallest car. When I tell you, we'd be driving on the highway, any car, you know, normally like if you're in a mid-sized sedan and like a truck or something flies past you, you feel if you was flying past us in the Camry. I'd have to be holding the steering like this.
You felt someone was using the hockey
bro,
on you.
Bro, literally. I'm like, why am I feeling so much pressure like from everyone on the road? It was crazy. Like every time you're driving, once you're going above 60, bro, the wind pressure, everything, you're just like, yo, dog. If there's not even, you know those little whirlwinds that you get sometimes just on like outside when it's like the leaves are just. If one of those were happening, bro,
that's an F5 tornado for the Versa.
I'm sorry, but we're going left, my guy.
Yeah. So the hoopty I had, originally, shout out to Mo. He gave it to me.
Hey, shout out Mo.
Great guy. But my car my first car got hit by a drunk driver. Thank God I wasn't in it. Yeah, like literally parked in front of my house, and they hit like 10 other cars in the neighborhood, just driving around, just like fucking playing like ping pong. Yeah, just all the way through the neighborhood. And so Mo was like, "Yo, you can drive it around like this car around for as long as you want." I was like, "Let me just drive it around for a few months." Because like I was in college, I just needed to get from A to B. That's all I needed. So a few months turned to like I think 2 years, because like it was like right after I graduated was like COVID hit. Yeah. So the economy was down.
Yeah. Anyway, so you didn't even
fucking cars, man. And yeah, bro. We Doe know the story. Doe is Fawn's brother,
older bro. Yeah.
That's how we all met. So we used to call that car the Deathmobile, just because
the Deathmobile is nuts. The steering wheel
go straight. You have to hold the steering wheel like this.
The axle was just off.
Axle's off. Actually, like everything was off, because like on the highway, the something like with the racks and pinion, like the arms were not aligned, so it would just shake. The steering wheel, whole steering wheel would shake. But yeah, man, I hit so many. I'm not like a curb hitter, but on like using that car, I hit so many curbs, and like just because like the steering was weird or something like that. But
sounds like you're a bad driver too, hitting that,
bro. But I don't hit.
The steering left is kind of nuts.
Yeah, it was wild. AC didn't really work. AC worked time to time. I would listen.
Time to time.
Yeah, sometimes I would drive. I was seeing this shorty that lived 45 minutes away in Norman, and driving there during the summer, I sometimes would just like sit there and beg, like, please, just 10 more minutes. Please. Just hold out for 10 more minutes.
No, before you get there, while she's in, because you need the AC when you don't want her in there when it's cooking, bro.
I can never drive shorty. Like I never drove shorty
in the whip.
Oh,
you went and picked her up.
That's a safety hazard, one, and two. I don't know. I don't talk to girls that like are gold diggers, but that might change their perspective a little bit. Just because, I guess if she's really down, she wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, she's really down, but that's rare these days, especially. Back then maybe.
Back then, for sure. That's like 4 years ago.
Yeah, still back then for sure. But nowadays, it's like, come on, bro. I'm picking me up in the fucking hot box.
Oh my god, man! And it was like it was a kidnapper car, because there was no inside door handle.
What do you mean there's no inside door handle?
Like if you get in the passenger side, you're not getting out. I gotta open the door for you. Like I'm forced to be a gentleman, bro.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like criminal. I remember and I would try to fix it. I installed like a new door handle or something, but I was driving my dad to the airport. Man, yanked the door handle, it clean off. And just looked at me and was like, so I just hopped out of the car, open it from the outside.
No, and then from then on,
that car was a safety hazard. I ended up selling the car for like $2,000. Yeah, sold the car for like $2,000, like during like 2020, like 1 or 22, when there was a chip shortage. Cars were.
Oh yeah, I remember when all of that was happening. Right.
Yeah, that was a weird time, bro. Because we went to like the Audi dealership. That was when around the time I was trying to buy a car. Yeah. And we hopped in like a 2022 like Q8 or no.
Oh damn! What was Q5. Aiming up? Q5. Holy, that's you went from the hoopty to that.
Yo, I was saving money for so long. Yeah. But hopped in like a Q5, and I was like, you know how some cars have like blank buttons? Yeah. I was like, this is a premium plus. Why is there blank buttons?
And all of these.
He was like, yeah, there's a chip shortage. If you want a fully loaded like Q5, you have to buy like a 2019. Oh, I was like, whack. That's stupid as hell.
That's whack.
Yo.
I do remember that time though. Yeah. But oh no, I think whenever I was getting my car as well, is kind of when they had the car I have now. It's kind of when they had the chip shortage, and Mercedes also had another issue, which is like for some reason all their navigation, like whatever it is, like for the navigation system was down. Yeah. So none of the cars they sold at that time had the sat nav in there, and I was like, bro, you're selling me a car with no sat? Like how? Like what? I might as well go to Beamer. Like you guys you're screwing me over, Mercedes. You're screwing me over. Yeah. And they still haven't. I don't know if they. I mean, I don't know if I even got an email about it, just saying like it's ready. But they're like, oh, whenever we get more of those chips, whatever it is, bring the whip in. We'll fix it for you. Add that in. And I was like, that's actually nuts. You guys are just doing what literally every other company is doing now, which is like video games, cell phones, everything. It's like, yo, we're gonna sell you this with like as it is, and then 3 years down the road, we're gonna just have some upgrades. It's going to be better, but whatever you have right now is mediocre. And I'm just like, guys, like, why is every branding thing literally just falling into this cycle?
Yeah, man,
it's terrible.
Yo, one of the funniest moments I remember was when we were in the Benz with Eric.
He was just looking around. The 63.
Yeah. The G wagon. Yo, man, looked around and was like, I don't need all these features. I was
like 4. What's funny is that he said it like 4 times.
Yeah,
we're like, all right,
I don't need.
All right,
it was like he was trying to convince himself that he didn't need all the features in the G wagon. I was like, what are you talking about right now? Yeah, no one needs massaging seats, dog. Like,
we don't need the seats to hug me while I'm turning.
Yeah.
It is what it is. No, that was funny though. That was hella funny. We were dying, bro, because he said it, and then we were just like, "Oh, let's see what the ambient lighting look like." Yeah, and he said it again. We're like,
he was having issues with his car at the time too.
He just drove to VA.
Yo, nah, that was so fun. Yo, one of the moments I was like, "There's no fucking way," was when you told me the G-Wagon didn't have Apple. CarPlay.
Apple CarPlay, bro. I was upset. I just didn't know. Like, why is it not wireless though? That's my thing,
bro. 2024.
Why is it not wireless?
The rental I had the other day.
That's upsetting.
It was
what was the
Kia Forte, bro? Because my car was in a fucking shop. But
as usual,
the Kia Forte had wireless Apple CarPlay,
bro.
Because I hopped in and like I just turned the car on and it just automatically went up. I was like, wait, where's?
Dang, just like that,
bro. That shit nasty. Is too nice.
It just makes sense because why? Though I thought the entire purpose for, I mean, sure, like you can plug it in and it's charging your phone, but I thought the entire purpose for the wireless CarPlay is just, or CarPlay is just for you to toss the phone in there or just walk in and have your phone sync up to the car.
Right.
If I'm plugging it in, then it's just USB, which we've been doing since the 08 Camrys had USB, bro. Whenever we took out the, what's it called? What are the little cartridges called? The tapes, yeah. We used to take out the tapes and put in the thing with
the jack, right?
The jack.
With the 3.5 jack. Yo,
we used to do that, and then from there we went to USB. So how do we leave those and we're still having to do that?
You remember when like the FM like radio transmitter came out? So then you had you had to tune it to the fucking to the station that no one uses or whatever. Yo.
Oh man, you had to get the little thing, you plug it in, you tune it to that, and then your phone connects to your device and it just transmits pretty much through the radio.
That shit was nice.
Innovation, man.
Right.
It's taking us far.
Yeah.
It's taking us hella far.
I see like if you like this video where you like if you ask a kid how like you like pretend like you're on the phone these days, they're always like this. We're always like this.
I think I saw that, but this is crazy.
It
doesn't make sense. Yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
But because I remember like I had like the rotary phone in Vietnam too, and we switched to like a digital one. I was like, oh.
Yeah, buttons were glowing a little bit.
Are we getting some money?
We got some bread. The buttons, it's like whenever the house phone has a little orange glowing buttons.
Oh,
yeah, that was the next one after the little rotary thing.
Yeah,
we had one of those actually. It was like a nice looking classic one.
Yeah.
Dang, I wonder where it's at. Like the phone with the thing, and I was just like, I was so fascinated by it as a kid. I was like, I've seen this like in watching movies.
And then like spinning to your color, the number, and then like
and there's like ding, ding, yo. I was like, this looks so satisfying. This is nice, yeah. So I would have that as an aesthetic. That's like one of those things where it's like you have like, what's it called? Or whenever you have a house with enough space because you don't want garbage everywhere, but just to have like certain antique aesthetics.
Yeah.
I went to Cliff's place one time. Cliffy, shout out Cliff, boy, working for the CDC, big man.
Hey.
Man's also recently just about to get married, but went to his place in Delray. Lives in Florida, and bro, when I tell you, I walked into the house. I wanted one of these, the record players already, but when I walked in and I saw his wife had one, it just solidified it for me. Like after I left their crib, I ordered mine. I was like, bro, I have to. What do you mean? Went in there, his shorty has a nice like old school classic vinyl record player. I was like, oh, that's a vibe.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what they're doing, but he was showing me like his room, bro. His who was it? Someone in his family was like a big painter, I think.
Yeah.
So he had like this nice portrait painting. It was like also antique, very old. He said it was like in his grandma's office because his grandma is in law.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, everything. He had this these telescopes that he used to have that has like a golden thing to hold, and it's like a little baby telescope that they use when it's like
watching
portraying
theater.
bougie, whatever, and it's like you're watching theater or like watching horse racing from afar or something like that. Had one of those. I was like, where do you get all of this? It looks so clean. I can't. So just thinking about the rotary phone, I was like, oh, that's an aesthetic. That's a vibe.
Yeah,
I'll definitely like that.
I mean, so when you were a kid, was there any toys that you wanted? Like any gifts or any toys that you saw on TV or something that you didn't have at the time, but you're like, yo, one day I'm gonna have that.
Dang, any toys? I can't really think of much for me.
Oh, you just
I was gonna say I'm not gonna lie. I think whenever we started, like when we used to live in an apartment in the city, and then we moved to like an average size house.
Yeah.
Whenever we moved there, and as far as I can remember, like growing up as a kid, we started getting like more stuff and like toys, all that kinds of stuff. So at least at some point in time, like each toy that I wanted, I was able to eventually get. So thinking now, it's like there's not a whole lot that I wanted that I wasn't able to get just because I just like cars. So we had like 100 at least of those little Hot Wheels. Bro, the Hot Wheels cars, that's all I wanted. And every time they would release like one of the new tracks that you can build,
oh my god,
I was like, bro, we need to get it. Now, of course, I didn't get like all the tracks, but I was just like, my guy.
There are so many.
There were, bro.
Yeah.
We had like 2 or 3, and I was just like, bro, any of these, any little car. Like my thing was just if we could go to the store. And every time we go to the store, if I could just get one more car, and they were like what, $2? They're like
they add up.
Yeah.
They add up though, no? Nah, I mean back
over
then,
100 days, I guess. If it's $2, because you don't go to the store that often.
That's true.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to do is like have a Hot Wheel for every car I've had, which I'll have like 3.
Oh,
it's not like it's a lot, but
I was gonna say,
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
I'm saying that
collection,
like a pipe dream, like unachievable.
You can buy the Hot Wheel cars right now if you want.
Yo,
if you wanted.
Nah, that's
but
crazy.
Nah,
yeah,
so it was
I
that.
in the cars too. That shit was.
And then Beyblades too. Beyblade gang. If you know, you know. Yeah. You didn't watch Beyblade?
It was more like those. It was like an anime, but like they shoot marbles. B-Man or something.
Oh wait.
They shoot marbles from the stomach, and they're like always battling.
I remember.
Pew, pew,
Yo, I think I remember.
That was one of my favorite anime. So like I had like a few of those. Just like like
they're like robots kind of.
Yeah, like little robots, and you blow
yeah.
them up with marbles, and you like, yo, that shit was so cool.
Oh shoot!
I was very big into Power Rangers growing up.
Same.
Jungle Force. That's the best one. Come
Jungle
on,
Force. Yeah, sure.
Come
Whatever.
on,
whenever they made the movie and the Black Power Ranger came out, that movie was sick. Yeah. The old school one.
No, have you seen the Japanese version? The Japanese version is so good. I seen the American version. I was like, that's not the same.
Really?
Yeah, the Japanese version was like the monsters looked like scarier. Everyone just seemed like they were into their roles more. It was more like mythical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. No, I always had like the little phones, like when you can like switch out, and like, you know how they do like the. Yeah. Yo, I always had that shit. Me and my and the kids in the neighborhood. I was always the Red Ranger, of course, But me and the kids in the neighborhood, we had
like the leader
around, bro.
Man, said I was always the red. Say less.
Yeah.
Power Rangers was sick. Bionicles was another one. That was a fun toy / show that I had, or at least watching and had.
Yeah.
But no, what would you say? Kids, or at least what toys did you wish you had while you were a kid?
I was very anything remote control, bro. That's me.
That part, yeah.
Anything remote control put me on. Like I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's like the cars like. They can drive into a wall and then flip backward. You just keep driving it. Yo,
yes, I remember those.
So
those were crazy fun. Obviously, not for the parents because you just hear the whole time into the wall. It's literally just.
But walls in Vietnam are like concrete, so like they didn't care too much. I was breaking my car.
He said anything,
but
no, those cars. Oh, those are fun. Dang, those were fun.
But I always wanted like an RC plane, like growing up.
Yeah, I never even. Dang.
Like the space in Vietnam, it's not like it's not good for like flying RC planes. They're like wires.
Space in
Yeah,
Vietnam. What do you mean?
I mean, like okay, like where I live, all the
Mhm.
houses are very like close
Close
together,
together.
and power lines in Vietnam is not like power lines here. But power lines here are underground. In Vietnam, and we'll throw a picture up. Like all the power lines are above ground.
Oh
So
wow, all the power lines.
yeah, yeah. So
Mad cables just everywhere.
mad cables everywhere, pretty much.
What?
So yeah, like and RC planes are expensive. Like in
Yeah,
in
those are.
Vietnamese like conversion. So the conversion I think right now is $50 is 1 million. It's the Vietnamese
One
currency.
mil is.
Yo, the Vietnamese currency is
You
so
say
funny.
1 mil to start it off
Yeah, the
for
Vietnamese
50
currency is so
bucks.
funny, yo. It's called dong.
Dong.
Yeah, like DONG.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
well,
know that.
yeah, so $50 here is 1 million down, but
1
that's
million
if you think about it, the average person in Vietnam only makes like 100 or 150 a month. Yeah, and then
Oh, wow.
yeah, like even like a doctor in Vietnam only makes like 400 a month. So
Sheesh.
an RC car that's or an RC plane that's literally like a quarter of your salary or for the monthly salary,
Mhm.
bro. No, I ain't getting that.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shot. They're bagging you that.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, but yeah, like you said, where would you fly it though? I mean, I imagine you could just kind of like leave the neighborhood. Or...
Yeah, but one crash is done. You're not finding that shit. A kid in
Whoa.
the neighborhood's gonna see that shit and grab it and run away. What you gonna do?
That's true. Yeah, that's another thing. Third world problems. Damn.
Yeah,
RC plane would have been fun. I never even got to play with one of those. You know, there's like there's some people that take that thing so seriously where they have like the Airbus RC planes, and
Bro.
I'm like, dog, why?
Where the RC plane look like a little fucking go kart. It's just like so big.
It's massive.
Yeah.
And it like
And it's
has
like
to
actually
warm
jet
up.
engine?
It has to be like
No.
before it actually goes. And then we want to land it. You can't just like catch it as it's coming back.
Yeah.
Gotta actually land that shit. I'm like, bro.
Nah,
Those look
man.
fun though. They actually do look hella fun. Nah, that would have been a nice one. What's funny is like, speaking of like the toy cars, whose idea was it? Remember when the steering wheel was a little gun? Whose idea was that?
That was so dumb to
That
me.
made no sense, but it ran for the
Yeah.
longest time. You
I like
literally
the-
press it and then you like have to turn the thing. I'm like, bro, who thought of this?
That's so dumb.
It
No
makes
one drives a car like that.
This makes no sense for
Right.
anything. It's a gun. You have to turn the thing just for it to turn left and right.
Yeah, I'm so used to
I don't
like
know.
just holding like just like the stick.
Literally
That
hold
was
it.
perfect.
One is forward, one's left and right.
Right.
And it's like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was weird. I was just like, huh. I wonder what toy company makers are thinking.
Yeah.
Because Toys R Us still in business? That's ran out, right?
No, they're out of
Yeah.
business. And the website is, bro. The message on the website is so sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says,
the website itself is still up.
well, yeah, I guess, because the message on the website says, I guess everyone's all grown up. I've only gone to the Toys
That
R Us
hurts.
one time in my life, and that was like when I moved here, and my grandma,
Yeah.
we can't afford shit in there, man. Yeah,
Toys R
walking
Us.
around like that. But went there one time, I was just in heaven.
Yeah, just all the
Yeah,
toys and
bro.
stuff. Because, bro, it was like a warehouse. It wasn't even just like a regular store.
Yeah.
Literally all the toys just on what's those called? Like scaffolds all the way up.
Yeah, anything you wanted. Oh, my cousin came back to Vietnam with like a Game Boy, and that was my first time ever seeing a Game Boy at like
Yeah.
6 years old, and I was just like, "What is
What is
that?"
yeah?
Because for me to play video games, I literally have to go down the street
To game
to
house.
like a video game cafe or something, pay per 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hour
Mhm.
to play.
Yeah.
And I was always trying to finesse like money from my parents and my grandparents. Like I would go ask my mom for money, and she'd be
Mhm.
like, "All right, this is enough for an hour. That's good." And I would go to my grandma.
Yeah, I'll be like,
"Can
yo,
I have
yo,
some
yo,
money
I want
too?"
some-
Yeah, man.
No, it's funny because we had to do the same thing in Cameroon too. If you wanted to game or play anything, you had to go to a game house. Until one of the cousins that we lived with there, he actually had a PC, and then he would let us play sometimes, but then sometimes like, all right, like, you guys get the fuck out.
Yeah.
But bro, when I tell you we used to game on his PC because he had what's it called? Was it Mimo? I can't remember the name of it, but it's like this cracked thing where it has like all the arcade games on the PC. And you can play
What?
everything, bro. Contra, what's it called? Crime Fighters, Metal Slug, bro. So many games. When I tell you,
Yeah.
me and the bro were just in there, and obviously it's just on the keyboard and the mouse. So most of the time you just play majority on the keyboard. We're literally just like cramped on one keyboard, and we're just like we're smashing the hell out of it.
Yo,
And it was so
I kicked y'all out too,
fun.
smashing the fucking keyboard.
Bro,
Like that. Yo,
smashing the hell out of it. That was the funnest time.
yo,
Oh, wait.
yeah, but I had like having like a PSP.
PSP's next level. That was
it
generations
was
after.
so ahead. You know, people are
Yeah.
like jailbreaking it now and like reselling it,
Oh, really?
and they'll have like hundreds or thousands of games on there.
Dang.
Because like SD cards has advanced so much, you can just load up the SD card with games. Yeah, bro.
No way.
I've been eyeing one for so long.
Yeah, you're trying to lock it in.
Really
But
trying
didn't
to
they
lock
make
it
a new PlayStation handheld? I heard it was very
Yeah.
foolish though, because it's like you have to be connected to network or something. It's like, what's the point of a handheld
It's
if
for like
you can't
remote. It's like for
remote play?
like remote play, but
Okay.
you can't like have games like on the device itself, which I think is kind of dumb.
That's
If
goofy.
you're gonna do something, like at least just do it right. Do it like
Yeah.
do what like the formula that worked back then. Follow that
Worked
shit.
perfectly. Everyone wanted a PSP. We never ended up getting a PSP, but I did end up getting a PS Vita, which was like the PSP that you slide up and it had the things underneath. Yeah, I thought
That
those were
was
cool.
nice,
It was just
too.
slightly smaller because the PSP was a
Yeah.
little chunky. Not gonna lie.
PSP Go, I think would be the one. to
PSP
get.
Go,
Yeah.
yeah, that's when they mastered just the
Yeah.
design and everything.
Mhm.
No, that's facts.
You
Speaking
remember-
of, go ahead.
You remember the game? Because I'm only asking because when I showed Doe recently, or
Yeah.
like one time I brought it over here, and Doe and I played for like 3-4 hours.
What'd you play?
Smuggler's Run on GameCube.
Oh, Smuggler's Run?
bro,
Smuggler's Run was my game, bro.
that was
No, wait, you brought it over here?
yeah.
How'd you?
My cousin has a GameCube, and then he has like all the OG games. I was like, yo, let me borrow the GameCube for like
no
a weekend.
way.
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't played Smuggler's Run in so long.
It's so fun, bro. Like throwing oil slicks
No,
behind you.
I was
people
just gonna say oil
just
slicks.
running
I
and
remember driving on the ice, everything. And you
Yeah.
can what's it called? Make the cars explode and stuff. You're
Oh
just
my
like,
god.
oh, that game was so fun.
I never even played the story mode. I just like literally just
Nostalgic.
hop in
I
the
played
car.
the story
and-
mode.
Oh, you did?
Story mode was hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
for a
literally
little
just-
car game, it was hard.
It was for me. I was just like, I just like hopping on it and then just driving around, like
Driving around.
finding like a red dot on the map, like driving by them really quick and just fucking with them, making them chase me, and then like
Yeah, because you used to have the that's the thing. Everything would just be idle, and then
Yeah.
whenever you go by it, they just start driving.
Right.
Like the AI. That's
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, it was a
Oh
fun game.
man, that's nostalgic. Smugglers Run, holy!
Yo,
I love that game.
we gotta get that game.
No, that was definitely fun. I was gonna say when you brought up Game Boy, I remember when we had the Game Boy Advance, bro. Spyro, you know Spyro, Tell
I've
me.
seen gameplay,
the
but
purple dragon,
huh?
the little purple dragon.
Yeah,
It's like
I've seen it,
oh,
but
Spyro.
never had it. I remember going to my cousin's friend's house one time, and then
Mhm.
he had like all the fucking gadgets for it, like the magnifying screen, like
Oh dang!
yeah, like I was like, what is this?
He said, "What is this?"
Yeah, man.
Man was into it, eh?
Yeah, like the night light and shit too. Like,
Hmm.
but
Speaking of gaming, would you ever stream?
I want to.
You want to?
I want to, but I want to do it in a way that's like where I'm doing it with my friends. You know what I mean?
That's like every streamer. Every streamer has their like core group that they play with.
Yeah, but like our core group is so busy nowadays.
Everyone's adulting, man.
Yeah, I know. That's
Everyone's adulting, having kids.
I wish we
I don't
would've
know who's
done
having
it
kids, but
back then when we were like heavy
hardcore gaming.
on like Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, on Rain, yeah,
That
that
shit
would have been
felt like
solid.
a job, dude. Like,
Yeah, we were
all
clocking
there for
in.
6 hours. Like, you know, it's a problem when I don't even have vibration on, like vibration enable on my controller, but the controller died. The controller would die
In
and I
one
had to go-
session?
in one session.
Sheesh.
You know how hard it is to do
Sheesh.
with
Well,
vibration off.
that's why I like PlayStation controllers. Xbox controllers be dying. You gotta, yeah, goofy.
Double A's for days.
Yeah, so goofy. But no, man, that would have been nice. But you said you would stream, so
I would.
What would you stream?
I don't. That's the thing. Like, that's not like a game that like I play so heavy that I'm like super good at to where like
To where it'll make for
yeah. I feel like if I stream, it'd be more for like
do hot tubs. Man,
yeah nah. I don't
Man,
know.
do
I don't know
hot
what I would
tubs.
stream. I honestly do want to do like a food thing.
A food thing.
Yeah, I'm such a
Mukbang?
foodie. Yeah, like maybe not kind of mukbang to where like I'm just I guess will be kind of like mukbang. Yeah, like I would like to do something that's like tour related, food related, travel related, to where like I'm experiencing something and I can like sharing the experience with Pete, someone like watching and like giving my input on like the food or whatever. I eat a lot.
Hot take. We do eat a lot. Hot take. Or I guess maybe it might not be a hot take, but mukbangs gross me out.
Really?
It's so much at one time. Why can't we reduce the quantity?
I don't watch that. I don't watch that kind of mukbang.
Yeah, why don't we reduce the quantity? Why are we flooding our?
That's to me is gross, and the way they eat is disgusting.
And the way they eat it is very gross.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know who can listen to this, or that's another thing. People like watching people with like the ASMR like eating, or like people chewing and stuff. Gross. I cannot. There's there's absolutely no way. You'd be torturing me if you make me watch that.
I think like, I mean, the kind of mukbang I watch, they're literally just going to a restaurant, ordering like a normal person, maybe ordering like more, like
slightly more,
like like all courses, and then just eating, giving their input, showing the food, and then that's it. There's no like, watch me eat 150 wings,
bro. That's what I be seeing. It's with sides, and they fill up the whole table.
What are we doing?
And they're just going at it. I'm like, stop, please, please stop.
That was such a dumb, weird era.
I don't know. The
internet. I mean, it's still going, but I mean, that's like a you seen Matt Stoney?
Matt Stoney, now who's
he's like a competitive eater, but dude was probably like 130 pounds, 140 pounds.
That's light.
But it's light, but he'll eat like 12 pounds of food in one sitting, bro.
Yeah,
like I'll show you a video after, but man,
I cannot.
I do want to do like travel related like stuff.
So as far as like with the travel videos, is it? Because there's people that like travel to, who's here recently that was showing me this. Oh, Jappy Japs, shout out Jappy, cousin. She was showing me this video where like on her YouTube, she watches this guy, can't remember his name, but he travels to countries, mostly countries that people don't often go to. So he would go to like West Asia or what country was he in? I think he was like in some part of Egypt, because everyone would go to Cairo and all that kinds of stuff. But it was like,
was he like did he have like red hair?
White guy with orange beard, I think.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He would just go to those places and then just walk.
Yeah.
Like literally just walk through the country and just like meet people, speak the language. He speaks so many languages too.
Yeah.
He would just walk, meet people, speak the language sometimes, get food. But his entire video is just that. Like he doesn't even talk often. You just see him just walking down the street. It's just a view of him walking down the street in some random country, and things are just happening.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was so, like, that was my first time really watching it. But when I tell you it was so captivating, I think it's because as you're watching it and he's like meeting people and talking, just going, you're just sort of interested to see what happens next. Because like, for some reason I feel
it's like an adventure.
Yeah, literally he's just like going to random places, and it's just like, what's actually gonna happen next? But when you're talking about like making travel videos, I wasn't sure if you were speaking of like that or like the more modern influencer version, which is just like taking the pictures, more popular places, stuff like that.
No, I think that's so saturated nowadays. Like too many people are doing it. I think what I want to do is those the Ray-Ban Meta glasses where you can stream. That's so funny. It just reminded me, like there was a clip of Meek Mill's like just getting into his car, and like it showed both his hands getting into the car. People in the comments like going crazy. How did he shoot this? How did he record this? But I do want to do something like I think the next time I go like travel somewhere, I'm gonna get the glasses, and I'm just gonna like live stream it to either Instagram or like to Facebook, something like that.
Yeah.
Just so like it's like a different like
experience.
But that's something I really want to do.
Okay, that'd be cool. I was gonna say, before I ask you where you would go first, which I imagine you have a place if you're wanting to do this, do GoPros live stream? Why wouldn't you just use a GoPro?
I think you can just, that's true. I think it's the only reason why I would use the glasses over the GoPro is because it's less obvious. Like
Fair.
Like people see a camera in their face, they might act like like weird or different,
goofy shit.
But I just want to like have like a natural interaction with somebody to where like they're not like, oh, he's just doing this for like recording or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, which I but like I also want to experience it too, you know.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Where would you go?
Vietnam. That's not
First.
like first. Like, as far as a country, like Vietnam first, just because the last time I went, I had so many cool like interactions with people,
Yeah.
and it really like resonated with me too, where like I want to actually go back and live there for a few years. That's gonna work. I hope that happens within the next few years.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, inshallah. But where would you go?
I'm not gonna say Cameroon just because you said Vietnam, but the last time we did go to Cameroon, which was just a few months ago, I made a video. You know, boys on TikTok been doing like some random. I do random stuff on TikTok. Mostly like I would try on clothes. Sometimes I'm doing like stretching. I really want to keep the stretching thing going, so I might get back on that.
Yeah.
But whenever I was in Cameroon, I gathered some content, made a video like a reel about it, and put it up, and it got so many views. And I believe I was talking to Lay, again, baby sis, and she was like, yeah, this is the kind of stuff that people like seeing, you know, like different, just because it's very different, and it's one of those places where you don't get it doesn't get much attention.
Yeah.
Half of the country that we live in doesn't know Cameroon exists, you know, Africa, whatever.
Right.
Like, but yeah, I think I would do Cameroon just to show more of it so that people can also see the bright side. I think I posted, not that I think, I sent, this was to the group though, and maybe on my story on Instagram, I posted this video where it was such a cool concept. These photographers, or they weren't real photographers, but they were acting, they made like a video showing how other countries and the news and stuff portray Africa and African countries, things like that. And what was so funny is that in the video, these two guys, one of them is supposed to be the photographer. The other one's supposed to be like the manager that's saying like, hey, let's get these shots. Supposedly in the video, they've traveled to Cameroon or Nigeria, wherever. And then the dude with the camera, he would go see like these beautiful houses because we have some immaculate designs.
Yeah.
They'll go see like all these beautiful houses, the attire, you know, everything is swagged out kinds of stuff, color matching, women with the head tie and all that kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And the dude's about to take a picture, and then the manager guy taps him, and he's like, no, let's go, like, not this stuff. And then they'll go to another spot, and then the dude with the camera will be like, oh, this is nice. And they'll show, like, another picture of, like, a beautiful house and more of the clothing, the culture and stuff. Every time he's about to take a picture, the manager's tapping him, like, yo, let's not take pictures of this. Takes him to, like they essentially walk through and go to, like, a village or something, and it's, like, mad dirty Carabo houses, which is just like houses made of like plank houses with like the huts and the leaves on top and stuff, and like, you know, people like less kempt and all that kinds of stuff. And then like they walk there, and then the manager dude's telling them like, all right, take pictures of this. And I saw that reel. Like, again, this wasn't like them actually doing it. They're just saying like, this is what happens this is what happens on the news a lot of times, especially in other countries, and how they portray Africa. And I was just like, that's so crazy because it's true. Like, that's like anyone, bro. What little side story?
The whole like Africa doesn't have water bullshit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Side tangent. Whenever I was in elementary school here, whenever I was in primary school, I really remember people ask. Like, it's so crazy to even think about it now. That, well, I hope it doesn't happen now, but it's so crazy to remember that there are people asking me if I lived with lions, and I'm like, yo, my guy, do you know what a lion is? I understand we're children, but bro, do I live with lions? They're like, oh, yes. I said yes to one girl asked me something goofy. Oh, what did she ask me? I don't know if it was that we hunt cheetahs and stuff. And I was like, yeah, we run after. They're like, oh my gosh. I'm like,
running after
like,
a cheetah's crazy.
No, but they would ask you these questions and it's just like, bro, what do you want me to say? Do I live with lions? Do we hunt cheetahs?
Do we chase after cheetahs?
Bro, I was like, yeah, we hunt. Like, she asked if we hunt them, and I was like, yeah, we run after. I was trying to tell her, like, we run after them. That's how we hunt them.
The crazy thing that it didn't click.
No, yeah, that's what's so funny click. Is that she's like, oh shit. I'm like, bitch, it's a cheetah. Ain't nobody running.
The fastest land
Bolt
animal?
is not running after.
Period.
Bro, are you? So it's just so funny because like, it was so funny, that video, especially because of how true it was, and I was just like, man. Yeah. And I posted it really, and I'm gonna put some of it up here as well as some of like the African regalia and stuff so that people can see. But
Yeah.
that's my reason why I would do like if I were to do that, you know, where I would go first would be Cameroon, just to
That'd be so
showcase.
cool, man.
Yeah,
I think that's something that like if we're able to later on, we should do it. Just because like
yeah,
from a perspective like
Yeah,
you know like
I'm down.
you're African American, I'm Asian. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen that dynamic on any platforms.
That's also true.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you ever
that's
seen like an
also
Asian
true.
guy doing a food review with a black guy? No.
Nah, that's also true.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be cool, right?
Nah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Sheesh. Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's so strange that that's what really captivates people, not the beauty, but like watching
The
other
other
people
stuff.
struggle.
Yeah.
Do you think in a
So
way it
weird.
makes people like it makes them feel better about their situation? Is that why they watch it?
I think. What do I think about it? Let me see. I'm maybe some people. Maybe it makes some people feel better. I'm also. I like to also, aside from giving people benefit of the doubt, I like to also give grace to humanity and know that there's good people because I think I'm a good person. I think you're a good person. So I also believe that there's a lot of people that genuinely just like maybe that's more of an incentive for them to help. Even though again, a lot of it is third world, right? And third world is like it's third world for a reason. It does need a lot of help in the sense of like infrastructure and all that kinds of stuff. But I don't know. I can't really put my hand on the reason as to why people would do it. There's definitely people that would feel good about themselves, but I think there's also people that would genuinely help. That genuinely would like want to go there and help those areas that are struggling in that way. So maybe that's why. I hope that's why.
Yeah.
But my thing is just why make that the entirety of the picture,
Right.
you know?
Like
Like,
show
why-
both the beauty and
Yeah.
the struggling
Like
side of it.
show
right?
the pretty stuff.
Yeah.
It's
That's
interesting.
something that I definitely want to do too. Like just visit as many want to visit as many countries as I can, but like visit the countries in a way where I don't feel like a tourist too much, to where I'm actually seeing all aspects of life in that country. Because even like a country in like Vietnam, which I'm familiar with, there are aspects of Vietnam I have not seen or grasped, just because I think they do try to hide it from the rest of society to show that Vietnam is like very up there, very like is up and coming. But there are areas where like people are really struggling, like even because like the war was not that long ago. There are still a lot of people suffering from things like like Agent Orange. Like that's a really really big one. If you guys don't know, Agent Orange is a like a pesticide or like something like a chemical agent that they pretty much just dumped all over Vietnam to kill crops, to starve out the population. And because of how the water system in Vietnam works, most people use rivers, lakes, and things like that to survive. The chemicals has leaked into the water system itself, and has caused a lot of areas, more like rural areas, to have like a lot of like birth defect issues, cancer. They have whole orphanages of basically Agent Orange kids that have one eye, no eyes, born with no mouth, like things like that. So I do want to be able to see all those aspects, because I've seen it on TV, I've heard about it, I've read about it. I just have not like seen it myself in person. But I think every country has
that
so
side.
much, that side, has so much to offer, but also has that side that needs to be like shown. But you have to have a good contrast. Right. Like you have to be able to like put up a good picture of what is actually going on, like from both ends of the picture, both sides of the pictures, and not just like push one more than the other for views, or or it's to like create like a feeling in somebody. It's not. I guess it's good TV, but it's not. I think ethically it's not the most
appropriate.
appropriate thing.
Fair. Yeah, Agent Orange is definitely a thing. I was trying to think if I had a patient that came in while I was in clinicals and we had to screen for that because he said he was in Vietnam and he was having cardiac issues. So that's why I was looking it up because I was trying to remember the symptomology. But transitioning, moving on.
Yeah.
Another question I wanted to talk to you and talk to the people about was, let's say, how did it go? If there was something that you could be doing right now that you wouldn't be judged for, what would it be?
I think my answer like has definitely like varied throughout the years. I feel like at this stage of my life, I'm pretty much doing whatever I kind of want to do. I'm not really worrying about what other people are thinking too much. Yeah. I mean, of course, like I am careful of my image online, like what I'm saying. Like I don't want, things like that. But bro,
yeah, that's
honestly,
a tough one.
Yeah, right? Like OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yo.
OF.
Yo, just
you heard it
like,
here, folks.
Almost like in
Drop
a jokey manner. But it's like hella bread. It's hella easy bread. That's how I'm like looking at it.
Dang. Yeah. You know what I've heard about that is, I've never actually been to the website. You know what I've heard about it though is that there's actually like the percentage of people that do make that easy bread is so little.
Really?
Like it's so minuscule. Yeah. This is whenever I think it just came out and it was like booming, of course. And so many, like mostly females were falling into that. I heard there was such a very large gap in the women that were making those like ridiculous amount of money or making that ridiculous amount of money versus those that were just barely scraping by with it.
That's so crazy.
And I was just like,
because I guess everyone would get a cut before you do.
Exactly. So it was just like,
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, really just joking. Just because, like, I don't know. I just thinking about it, that's not like a lot I would.
That you want to do that.
Yeah. That I would like care for being judged.
Yeah, I was going to say another thing is like, you got to also understand people are going to be judging you for everything already.
Right.
That's another thing. It's just like people are already judging you for mad.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure someone's watching this podcast like, these dudes have so much time on their hands.
Yeah, literally.
Some dumb shit like that.
Honestly. So it's not even surprising. It's how the world is. That I wouldn't be judged for. Let me see. Yeah. If I was going to say if I was a female, it'll be OF.
Yeah.
Just again, for the same reasons. Like you got to do what you got to do. But for me, it'll be not just to say if I was a female. For me, it'll be like last ditch effort in a way. Like if I've tried everything, I'm not the best in school. My work ethic is shit. Whatever the case may be, and that's like the last thing I need to turn to for money. Then it's like, yo, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
And that's not to say anything about OnlyFans, girls, guys, everyone. At the end of the day, it's your body. If you want to do that, go ahead. It is what it is. It's better than being on the street.
Yeah. Facts.
But just for me, it's just not a thing.
Yeah. Bro, I feel like,
and I don't know what else I would want to just answering your question again. I just don't know what else I would want to be doing right now that I wouldn't be, or that I hope people wouldn't judge me for.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I guess like a low, like a lesser rated R answer for me would be just like I just do this full time.
What?
Like create content full time.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like what we talked about earlier, just like doing just like going like doing food reviews or like experience reviews. Yeah, I would just do that full time just because
that's a good one.
I remember something that we talked about recently on a different episode was like, what would you be doing if what was it what have you learned about yourself recently? And I actually went home and I was like, I realized I really enjoy the process of creating content.
Yeah.
Even if the content is not the best, not tip top, like just being able to be in control of every aspect, everything that someone sees,
all the moving pieces, and then you're putting it out into the world.
Mm-hmm. Then I guess that would be my honestly official answer, just like creating content full time.
Cool.
Because I think I came from, like we both are from like scientific backgrounds.
Yeah.
So going from like a very structured background to where
To
everything is
just-
guided.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this test you have to study this stuff for that test, like
Mhm.
and or like you have to study this to pass this
Excuse me.
test. Now it's just like the world's my oyster. Like I can literally, if I had the resources, I would just travel all the time and just keep doing stuff I want to do.
No, dang.
That's ultimate freedom for me.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That would be fun.
Right.
You would do travel content. I feel like I would get into one thing that I wished whenever like just growing up, and another thing that I still hope maybe I can get into one day is
Racing.
I always used to. I mean, racing is like I've given up, bro. When
No!
after
No.
bro, I gave up because when I tell you like I researched so much stuff. That's when
You have to have so much bread.
you have to have so much money to
be a
do it,
racer.
and you also have to be doing it like forever.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like athletes. Sure, there's some athletes that grew up doing the sport and they went in. There's some that started in uni and they made it. All that kinds of stuff. There's some that didn't even partake in any of those and they still made it somehow.
Yeah.
But with racing, it is so hard to do that just out of the blue.
Yeah.
Every racer that pretty much exists out there, for the most part, grew up racing.
Yeah.
Grew up doing something related to that. Of course, with the Gran Turismo movie that just came out, like that was different because he was gaming. But even that, he had to be that good at GT to be able to get called up by Nissan to go like race the actual car, So I felt like my time is fast. I was like,
would you do it on like a lower like a lower scale?
bro, if I could start from bottom, I would.
Like
But
even something as like simple as like go-kart racing.
that's where everyone starts too, is go-kart. But you don't, bro, when I tell you I researched it,
Like,
but these them that are go-karting, like Charles Leclerc, and if you guys don't know, this is all like Formula One racers, but like most of them still go-kart.
Yeah.
Like
really?
now, yeah, like they go-kart all the time too, just because like it's still that the technique for that, like there's so much to it still that most Formula One racers now, of everyone, including other racers, of course, like still go-kart at a high level.
Right.
It's just like, bro, that's how deep go-karting is. So I thought about that too, and I was like, maybe I just go like work my way up through the ranks. But there's people that's been go-karting for the longest time.
I mean, that's the thing. Like I don't even. So when I asked that, I say like even on the lower level, would you just do it for fun? Like, even you don't ever progress. Past like the go-kart, or and going to like Formula 3 or something. Like I don't not even that, but like just
still doing
staying like locally, like go-karting.
Yeah, that would be a good one, and I think that could also go for as an answer for like not being judged. I don't know, anyone won't judge me for that, but I would do that if I could just
sick
stop.
hobby as a doctor.
If I could stop, I was gonna say if I could stop the doctor stuff and like not have to worry about anything and just get to go-kart.
Yeah,
bro, you like when I tell you, I think of whenever I was, and then it's funny because whenever I was looking at that is whenever I was also brainstorming the podcast stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's when I was in my bag of like, I want to do something else besides medicine.
Yeah.
It was like a business, just running through it real quick. It was first a business. I wanted to do like brunch day party kind of thing. Wanted to open that. I was like brainstorming, kind of left that. And I was like, I went through the stuff, ChatGPT, formulated numbers, made charts, all that kinds of stuff, left that. And then the go-karting Formula One stuff, I was like, of course that was still running late, but hopes and dreams, bro. I was like, let me see how you really can do this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, bro, I had ideas for what my helmet would look like my team.
God, you
bro,
deep.
I was diving deep. And then left that, and then obviously the podcast. I was
that's so heartbreaking, bro, to like scheme up what your helmet might look like.
Bro,
I gotta throw this stream away.
Bro,
fuck.
I gotta do what you gotta do, man. I was like, because my thing is, like, obviously I'll try to take it as serious as I can, but the investment in that, not saying that the podcast wasn't an investment, because it took us hella time, and then thankfully like you guys helped with it, but the investment in that and the money, two different scales, bro.
And it's not even guaranteed.
And it's not guaranteed
like
anything.
It's like a low percentage.
It's not guaranteed anything.
Yeah. Not saying that like you wouldn't be good, but like
I hope I would be good, but who knows? Who knows?
But it's like you said, so many people.
And they've been doing it forever. That's the thing. Like like if you just Google it or look at it, it's like, oh, when do people normally get into racing? It's like fucking 3 years old. I'm like, well, how are you 3 years old driving? You're not 3 years old driving a fucking. But it was just like at early age, I was like, wow. Dang.
How many black racers are there in the other than
Not
Lewis
really
Hamilton?
many. Nah, Lewis is really
The only one.
Yeah, as of right now, I think in history as well. I may be wrong.
That sport is racist. Is what I'm hearing.
Sport low key.
Y'all athletic as hell. No.
Yo,
That's crazy, man. I feel like, yeah, like even growing up, I always liked driving stuff too, and like I'm still in the cars now. But I think as a kid, like I always wanted to race like something, even when like we go-karting or something, I'm always so hype.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped. Just like,
it's
and
fun.
I'll go to like the guy and be like, yo, like give me the line map for like this
Oh,
track
to
and
follow
shit.
the Okay.
But,
Nah, I was just looking it up real quick. Yeah, Lewis is the only one. There was another black guy, went by the name Bernice or something, and he tested a car, an F1 car, but never actually drove. So shout out Lewis, man.
Damn. Okay.
Shout out Lewis. Yeah.
Are there any Asian? Oh, there was a Korean.
Yeah, there's a lot of Asian drivers. Yuki Tsunoda,
Right.
Zhou Guanyu, he's Chinese. Yuki's Japanese.
That's true. That's just funding. Are they good?
yeah, they're solid. Zhou, they haven't had the best seasons recently, but that's the thing. Formula One is such like an up and down.
Yeah.
Like every season, it can go either way. So.
God damn, man. That's gonna be so fun.
Nah, man, I wished and hoped, but nah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we have like a big ass go-kart track that's about to open up next to
You said by Chicken and Pickle, right?
Yeah. You guys don't know? It's I forgot the name, but it's like multi-high stories.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so you're driving literally up and down, like it's gonna be wild, bro.
That sounds hella fun.
We definitely gotta.
Might still get a helmet.
Yeah, I still have my motorcycle helmet, so I'll probably just wear that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking of helmets, there is one car, because again, just getting into the fact that I love cars, there is one car that I'm also dying to drive. It's called a BAC Mono. I don't know if you've already seen it. Like a back mono. It's a BAC Mono, and it's just like a single seater. It looks like a Formula One car, but a street legal.
Oh, I have seen it.
Yeah?
The last time I think I saw it was like the blonde girl just sitting in it.
Oh, Supercar Blondie. Yeah, I don't
Supercar
like
Blondie.
her for some reason, but it is.
I don't like her neither.
I don't. Nothing against her.
Don't seem like she's belong in the car. Not
Maybe
because she's a
she
woman.
knows her. Yeah, and she knows her stuff.
Yeah, I think
It's
just
like
like
not my appeal. I don't know.
right.
But
the hate on her for no reason.
Just no reason.
Some haters. God damn. Nah, man. I think she does. I think like it's very cool to have like a woman that.
Oh yeah, in the scene.
In
that
the scene,
that,
right?
For
That's
sure.
like very. But every time she pops up, I'm just like. It's just
same, bro.
It takes me like a few seconds, or like watching the clip for a bit to be like, oh, that's Supercar Blondie, not just some random models just like doing reviews on the car, like
reviews.
how other channels are doing it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It seems so superficial, but hey, props to her. She's living the dream that I want to. Oh, but that's what I was gonna say before going into, or were you done talking about like the car? Like you said, you saw her in it, and but yeah. So I want a helmet for that car too, because I want to drive. I want to own that eventually. That's a long from now.
How much is it?
It's not too crazy. $500,000. Nah, not even. Not compared to no. It's not $500,000. I'm gonna look it up right now. It's not.
It's not the fact that I don't care how much it is now. It's the fact that you just said it's not that crazy. $500,000. It's not that crazy.
It's not that. It's not.
You can't even drive shorties in it, bro. It's just you.
By myself.
It's just by you. It's a selfish car.
Hey, it's for car for me.
It sounds like who else would it be?
$200K.
Man.
$200K.
That's not bad at all. What it look like? Wait, I'm tripping. Wait, I'm tripping.
You said that's not bad at all.
Nah, man.
That's aspiration, bro. We're saying it because we know
because I said it because I was like, oh, yours cost more than that.
Yours cost more than that.
Three other people and get groceries.
Yo, anyway,
and don't have a crazy ass blind spots.
The car is sick. I can't wait to actually drive one.
Yeah.
And then of course, cannot wait to test one.
Oh, that'd be such a.
It's
I
gonna be
almost just
amazing.
instinctively said you gotta pick me up, but just the moment I was about to say it, I was like,
You just remember it's a single person.
Yo, I'm just gonna sit on the fucking roof like Mr. Bean
Oh,
in that episode.
in the
Oh
scene.
my god.
No, the car looks amazing. Oh, not.
Yeah.
I mean, again, if you're not really into cars, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I just can't wait to drive because it seems so. And the things I've heard about it, like it really just seems so fun.
Yeah.
To drive. So
I really
can't
want
wait
a
to try it.
Koenigsegg.
Oh, the Gemera, the most recent one,
Bro, what?
prettiest, literally one of the prettiest cars I've seen.
It's
ever
either
in my life.
Koenigsegg or Pagani for me. It's those two cars. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Because the inside of
pretty.
Pagani just looks crazy. Well, I'll throw up a.
We'll throw up a picture.
I'll throw up. He's gonna edit.
Not
I'll
editing
throw
shit.
up
Nah, you be editing all the other stuff though. But again, getting into a car thing was that's another thing that I would want to do. It's funny we're dogging on Supercar Blondie, but I want to do her job.
Yeah.
Like if I could just do that, if it's not go-karting or racing or whatever, just travel the world. What's
Just
it called?
test cars.
Venture into
Yeah.
different cars and just talk about them. Like I love
Right.
that part of YouTube as well, where it's like, there's a few car channels I follow, like Evo, if anyone knows, but like they have like a very cinematic tone to when
Yeah.
they're like filming cars and talking about it, and I always just admired the way they did it. That I was like, man,
Yeah.
like I just want to be part of that cast because every year they also have this thing where they do like the same way Marcus Brownlee does the annual phone review. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like the phone rewards and stuff that
Right.
phone awards that he's been doing recently. They also do the same thing for cars that come out in that year, not just that year, but like in that year about. And I think it's just the coolest thing, like the
Yeah.
cinematic. Being able to drive so many different cars, and then at the end of the year being like, okay, bet this car and this car was cool, but like they had their nitpicks. It's a
Yeah.
niche thing, but yeah, those are things I would do if I didn't want to be judged.
No,
I
that's
would say
facts. Just, I mean, having a good. I wonder what she drives daily. I
that's a
don't-
good question.
Yeah,
I wonder what she
I can
drives
look that
down
up. You know what car like manufacturer has been killing it lately? That
here.
I'm like every time I see on the street, I'm like, I want one of those. Like not Aston Martin.
Oh,
Aston Martin's cars in the last few years, something about them, bro.
bro, remember I was telling you. Anyway, go ahead with your.
Yeah,
Your
no,
statement.
that was it. I just like I every time I see one on the street now, like I'll see a Lambo and or a Ferrari, I'm like, okay,
Yeah, those are
Cool.
whatever now.
yeah, and that's so crazy.
You just said the same thing.
Yeah, I
my
know,
guy.
but like just thinking about that, how
There were-
that's the same vibe as like
as we hop into the Nissan person in
Yeah.
Camry.
No, I gotta humble myself now. I gotta get in the hoopty, bro. God damn.
As we hop into the freaking
Yeah.
08 Camry. Ferraris or whatever, man. But yeah, you were saying
No,
just
the Aston Martin.
Aston's is better. What remember I was telling you earlier? Wanted to do something crazy? Shy? DB11 for that weekend, bro. I looked at it like for the past ever since I got when I told you guys I was gonna travel and go over there. Because I don't know why I had done like there's these guys in Miami that do rentals. They're cool, MPH Club.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I never really checked to see if there was any like other exotics guys in Chicago. And so I did that recently whenever I found out I was going to go there. And for some reason, bro, Astons are so hard to come about.
I feel like because
wherever.
not a lot of people buy them, right? Like,
Yeah, they're just so hard to come about.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, like I couldn't find any whenever I was in Florida.
Yeah.
Whenever we went to Dubai that one time, I looked and nothing up to date. And I was just like, bro, like where are all the Astons at? Why does no one have this in stock? But there's an Aston Martin dealership in Chicago, but obviously they don't
Right.
like just rent out like that. So I found these guys.
There's something you need to test drive for the weekend.
DS Luxury.
Yeah.
I talked to the guy and everything already. Bro, it looks so nice.
DB11? Yeah, of course, bro.
DB11
What? James
for
Bond?
the weekend. I was like, man, pull a bond for the weekend. Didn't end up doing the thing. One, because niggas broke. Second, because like, what am I doing? Who sent me here? It's like those memes where the guy
You just wasted the guy's time.
No, I wanted to
No,
find
but-
out for future
yeah.
reference, you know? But man's gonna go to Chicago one day.
So next time we go to Chicago.
Next time I go to Chicago by myself
We go to Chicago.
or with Shorty. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Hey. Hey, that's how we flow.
Hey,
That's how we
brother,
flow.
it is what it is, bro. We'll see.
Wow.
I'll get a Camry. I'll get a Tesla when you pull up.
Keep it. Man. I'll take
He's
the
like,
loop.
"Yeah."
I'll take the loop around
You
Chicago.
take the loop.
Yeah.
But
$20
yeah,
a week.
talk to the fella, and I was just like, man, let me stop. I was like, let me stop, because it's literally one of those things where, you know how you be, or I don't know if you do this, but there's like the memes where me at 3 a.m. building a Ferrari, like in the Ferrari in the Ferrari website, getting all the way to the end,
Yeah.
and then closing out the page.
I did that with a Porsche once.
Yeah.
Like recently.
You
I
just
was like,
built
damn,
the whole.
GT3s look nice on the screen.
He's on this. Close that homepage and go to sleep.
Bro, that's gonna be the worst kind of sleep. Because then you're just like,
You're
damn,
just dreaming
man,
about it.
I just feel like it's fucking wasting my time.
It's basically everybody's time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can do it and then even get like an email sent to you with the car you built. I used to do that
I just
too.
put in the zip code, and that's the most I'll do, bro. The email thing, I don't need that. I don't
reminder?
Yeah, I don't need that
Like
reminder.
you're
at
never
all.
getting it.
Mhm.
Oh no. But yeah, man, we'll see. One day we'll be there.
Yeah,
500.
I like how you
500 is
like
not.
never getting it to one day. Yeah, I like that.
Did I say never getting it?
Yeah.
Oh nah, we getting it one day.
Man's praying on my downfall today, bro.
No, we're getting it one day.
Yeah.
We're getting it one day for sure. 500K is not that crazy, right?
And like Vietnamese money.
That being said, let us know what car y'all wish to drive in the future, man. Any nice vehicle people out there. Let us know what you want to have in the garage. Let us know what you want to have parked. Also, let us know what you want to do judgment free, if you're not doing it already, because we hope you're doing it already. Like, that's the goal. The goal is to already be doing what you want to do anyways, because at the end of the day, people are going to judge you regardless.
Yeah.
Right? So
Facts.
that being said, make sure you guys leave a comment with what you think. Once again, check out Spotify. Spotify usually has some polls and questions. That's also, some good fun engagement, we think. So make sure you go answer the questions on Spotify. Audio listeners, Apple Podcasts, you're missing out. You're missing out. The boy Lack is looking crazy today. I still don't have a haircut. The boy Lack is he's looking deezed. Pengu got the spotlight. Penguis, the boys are chilling, man. So make sure you go check us out. All the other platforms. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Tap the notification bell one time so you know when the boys are on. You know when we're showing up. Also, check out the IG. Most up-to-date things. You can see the boy Toast out here admiring himself before the episode.
Bro, so
and
much
things
shade.
like that. No, that's shade, bro. It's love.
Final
It's
thing.
love.
I
Go ahead.
also want to do something different.
Cool.
DM us some funny stories. DM us some things that you guys have experienced recently that that you guys thought was like fun or like weird. Anything. Just shoot us some thoughts.
Anything is crazy. The internet is crazy. When
Yeah.
you say anything to the internet,
Bro.
anything within
I be going
reason.
to like the subreddit sometimes. It would just be wild.
I imagine anything within reason, because the internet is nuts. But yeah, for sure. I would like that.
No unsolicited dick pics. Like, keep that shit to yourself. But yeah, send us some stories.
For real. We'll check them out.
It would never be solicited anyway. I don't know why I said unsolicited. Pause.
That being said,
That's the intro, not me. Or the outro.
leave us a 5-star rating, especially after this. Leave us a 5-star rating for sure. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, hit the like button on YouTube, and we'll be sure to check you guys later. So take it easy and peace.